The stream has begunneth. That 10-second delay though. A babies in 10 seconds. This is me from the future. Wop. Okay. That's going smoothly. I just peeked the mic. Fantastique. Hope everyone's doing alright today. I'm gonna mute myself here too, cause hope everyone's doing good, doing alright. Uh,
Among Us on your phones. We can do some Among Us while we wait.
glad you guys are coming to hang out, playing some D&D tonight, getting back into it. We have a couple of quests to actually get on, which is exciting because we haven't actually had a quest for a couple of weeks now. We've just doing um, exposition and storytelling. So I'm glad we actually have like a direction to go in this time. It's weird that my camera's actually backwards in the Discord, but everywhere else it's correct. I don't understand it. But anyways, we have one more person that we're waiting to show up right now. He'll be here in about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll get started. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna go dark for a few minutes and talk with my friends. And then if I see you guys pop up, I'll chat. And we're back. We just got our final party member. Let's do this thing. Or not.
Wonderful.
I say let's do this thing and everyone disappears.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sorry, I'm still on Reddit. My mind is elsewhere.
Hmm.
However, I'm looking at D&D stuff, so still on brand.
You guys should subscribe to all my stuff because you're my friends and you should support me.
You I already am.
Are we talking about sharing things?
Specifically, no, but
Well, I have 7 SDs,
this isn't the Pokemon 2019 rap.
so. Gotta catch 'em all.
No. Uh, a line from the song is I don't wear condoms. I finna catch 'em all.
Oh, yeah.
And that's Shofu King. Dude, what a line. Like okay, we're gonna get schmoovin' and perusing.
Yep, we can.
Oh,
I was
I'm gonna mute myself 1 second. Wow, that is nothing short of rude. Norvar, hey DM. I know we're on a quest for Norvar, but can we smite him?
Happily.
we can see what happens. Roll d20.
That's not a joke.
I just discovered something amazing.
You have toes?
I do. And Army Hammer hasn't tried to eat them yet, so figure out.
Subscriptions.
But that is a savage level joke, let me tell you.
Great
Alright.
could go great together is what I just learned.
Alright, so I've got my notebook. Where's my there's the thing that's going on right meow. No, not it.
Yeah.
There we go, that's for later. Alright. So now that I have all my materials in one place and ready for review. Why do I have 3 new messages?
Before we
Woo, sports!
start the question for you.
Yep.
You're a mod in the chat, by the way.
I see that.
Normally have what you have us do in combat if we're like switching weapons to free action, right?
Yes.
So say I have a sword and shield equipped.
Yes.
If I need to equip my arcane focus for a spell, is that a free action and my AC is reduced from putting my shield away? Or
It depends. What is your arcane focus is like a crystal, right?
yeah, it's sort of like a pendant, but I need to be holding it in order.
Yeah. You can essentially imagine you're holding a sword in hand and you're clutching your symbol or your arcane focus.
Okay.
Now it's still considered a free action unless you specifically say, "I drop my shield so I can two-hand this." Will it be not seen as a free action?
Okay.
Yeah, just think of yourself like, I don't know, like any of the characters in For Honor when they like sheath their sword in their shield. and then they like hold things. Just do that.
Okay.
You know, give your left arm a little bit of a shave. Cut real close. Yeek. All right. Video games.
I just realized on the stream some of the ACs for the characters are.
Yeah, they're completely wrong. And I can't change it because you didn't send
Mhm.
these to me as as
I
assets. You sent it
know.
as a fucking picture.
I know.
So like Toblin's
Well,
Want it
supposed
to
to be
look
12.
good.
Toblin's supposed to be 12. And Skywatcher just got new stuff, so
Yeah, I'm 17 currently with my shield.
yeah. Yeah. So it's saying 12 on the stream is completely incorrect. Oh man.
So, the last time we joined our intrepid band from the BKPC, that is the Bareknuckle Package Couriers.
I thought we were just
Uh,
the Bareknuckle Couriers. I didn't realize that package was added.
I figured it sounded better, but I can cut it off if you guys want.
Please.
Correct.
I have all these notes. They all just
Terrible.
say Bareknuckle Couriers.
See, it is. For
Thank-
abbreviations.
Thank you.
All right. So, as we join our team again, last week we got off a little shaky start. Someone meeting one of the leaders of the local clasp organization, getting some deeper insights into some personal background and vendettas. Um, Once learning a little bit more and identifying that maybe things aren't best to go in headfirst by yourself. It might be worthwhile to build up a little bit of maybe an army, maybe a strategy. We'll see. From there, our intrepid gang was heading through the districts and stopping the temple district for a prayer. Whilst in the temple district, there was suspicious death of a priest of the Everlight, or a priestess. From there, they were hired by the local clergy to help identify this crime, as the town's guard have been overwhelmed with various city perimeter protections due to an aggressive flora and fauna in the area. So they have been putting down in second charge since they were just in the temple district, and most of the deaths from this seemingly interesting attack have been relatively few and far between, so nothing was ever linked together until talking with some of the priests and priestesses in the temple district. They agreed to a 500 gold bounty to help keep them safe and find the cause of these attacks, and if it's something that they should be worried about, or if it's a potential serial killer, maybe it's some cult through the city. They are now in search of this issue. We left off as they noticed the bodies were all typically around the sewer grates going through the city, so we will
Because they're
take a closer
garbage.
look. So we will take a look together and find what our group finds next. What would you guys like to do?
Well, considering Norvar has a package delivery, and I, Isaac, need to go see Elora, perhaps we should jump to the delivery service arm before we go back to the mystery solving, because we ended with the start of the mystery solving last time.
That's true. I need my information.
Yeah, we should probably knock out the package delivery first.
I'ma head to the Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Ah, I remembered.
Good for you.
The pain of remembering.
I did whisper it in his ear.
All right. So you're off to Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
That's the
Uh,
plan.
You're passing through the Temple District, the Military District, and then into the district of. Actually, knew the name, and I forgot the name off the top of my head.
Of course.
Dang it. It is the.
Wow.
Not area. Promenade. Abadar's Promenade. There we go. Thank you for saying the P word. That helped out.
You're welcome.
Peen-
So, as you may recall, you were tasked with finding a way to secure a certain item that was purchased by a Fabius Copperfeld. It is now seeking new home somewhere else.
Noravar,
Hmm.
have you told me in detail, or did you just tell me to remember the package details, like the
I just
Fabius?
told you to remember the name of the person the package was for,
Okay,
in case I forgot.
okay. The Fabius Copperfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he's dead. DED. That's what I wrote in my notes.
You're gonna be dead here. D-E-D dead.
NVTS nuts.
No, all I know, I don't think I knew that he was dead. I think I just knew that his package was not picked up by him. Maybe I do know that he was dead. I don't remember.
Okay.
Suspicious circumstances. He was supposed to be picking it up and never showed.
That's yeah.
DED dead. Okay. I got my answer. Go ahead. Do your stuff, DM.
So,
I'm sorry.
alright, you have the keen mind. It makes sense. Anyways, you do find yourselves into the front of the store as you walk up on Gilmore's Glorious Goods. The kind of rough look. I wouldn't say rough. It's more of saloon style, one story building from the outside. Beautiful scrolling on the lamps. You head on over, and you're welcome to go inside.
I go inside, and is there anyone there that looks like I could talk to them about said thing?
But before he talks, did Norvar ever have a like entrance speech for his circus?
Like entrance speech that I did, or
Yeah.
like
Or
Like an MC.
yeah, like an MC thing.
um yeah, but I don't know if I had told you it or not.
Well, wasn't I a part of your circus at one point?
No.
I thought I was.
No, the thing was that we met afterwards,
Oh.
and
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, you're an interesting individual." Like, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Because I was gonna just like start doing your MC entrance as you open the door, but if I don't know it, I don't know it.
You do not.
Upon opening the door, you do see that TARDIS-like inside. That instead of one story, you're looking at three.
Sick.
It's an open-edged outer side. You remember seeing the jewelry typically towards the center cabinet in the very front of the building, I should say, in the middle of the building, in a case surrounding a front island-style shop. There is currently a young blonde girl wearing a purple cloak and purple tunic with the gold filigree, sitting behind the desk.
All right. I will walk up to her, and I'm going to say, um,
My
yes,
dear.
my dear. I'm here to pick up a package.
You- which package might I ask you're picking up?
It is a package for a. And I turn to someone. Don't remember. I do, but I don't.
Thavius Copperfeld.
Yes, for Thabius Copperfeld.
Yes, we still have that on hold, but might I ask the nature of the request? You don't seem to be Thabius.
Well, Thabius is a little tied up right now with some other things, but we are the Bareknuckle Couriers, and he assigned us to get it for him.
All right. Well, do you have his second half of his payment?
Son of a bitch, I knew this was coming. I was told it was already paid for.
When we do these special requests, we typically ask for half in advance, and then upon delivery, half on providing this.
How much is this half?
Oh, this wasn't the cheapest out there. This was 120,000 is the remaining balance.
Damn, I thought we were gonna stop at 120.
Is that 120,000 copper? I need to know for the notes.
Gold pieces.
Okay.
Stop flexing, man. God.
Let me make sure it's. Let's see my official notes on this device.
Psych, it's platinum.
Give us ideas.
I just need to confirm that that's right for pricing out magical items based off of rarity.
This is the place that has that magical juice machine, right? Or is that the other magic shop?
That was the other magic shop.
Aw. I wanted to throw somebody into it.
Yep. Okay, I was right in the cost. Okay.
120,000 what?
Gold pieces. So 60,000 is left on the balance. It did take us quite a bit of time to perfect the craft on this individual thing, but we needed time and materials paid in advance.
Can we have what's the guy's name again?
Thabius Copperfeld.
Get Mr. Copperfeld. Mr. Copperfeld said that he would be by later to bring you your payment.
Well, if he's coming by later himself, then he can pick it up at that time.
He currently has a family emergency and would be unable to bring it to its determined destination.
Well, he knows where we are. That doesn't seem like it is an urgent need for what was created. If there's something going on with this family, I'm sure he's got that well taken care of. We've waited a few extra months. We assumed he was off on some political trip. But if he is back in the city, we'd be glad to hear from him.
I'm gonna roll intimidation check.
I'm thinking about
No.
rolling deception, but I don't want to roll too low.
Um, would would I have
So,
heard anything that would make her alarmed or afraid, like that something terrible may happen? Or like just like have I heard anything like terrible out on the streets, like um I don't know, like there's an emergency, something blah blah blah, like evacuate or some crap.
you would have just heard some guards saying like, "Stand back. This is under protection. This area is under protection from the city guard or the town's guard. There's a name for them. If you, I'm pretty sure you already have it written down. Um,
Um, I can double
but
check that.
The arms of a man.
that is correct.
The arms of Amon.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
So,
where's my big Goliath friend?
he's with you in this location. He just tried to talk to her, and she looked up and kind of casually brushed off the conversation. Though she's starting to look increasingly concerned that you guys are so interested in this item and don't appear to have the ability to pay for it.
I'm going to stand behind him and shout like I heard, not shout, but like mimic what I heard for like the guards to like stand back and whatever, like this is the arms of Amon, like it's coming from outside, but I'm not throwing my voice. I'm just like standing behind him. And I'm just kind of like yelling that at the door. Hopefully she can't see me. Like out of her view and just like yelling that to see if she'll like what? Huh?
So she'll kind of glance off and make a gesture for two of the armed security guards inside of the building to adjust their position and see what's going on, but still looking like business as usual, keeping on a happy face.
All right.
It seems that things have been interesting in Amon as of late.
You're
So,
welcome.
well, if that is the end of our business, as soon as he makes payment or arranges it through um, the banks, or let us know. We'll be happy to accept payment and issue delivery.
Package
Uh,
where?
the package is here.
Where?
It's right in this case.
Can I see the case?
Yes.
Very nice. Okay.
It's a glass case directly in front of you. It's the ones you kind of typically expect to see if you go to like a K jeweler or something like that, where that's got a nice wooden front panel, and right on top you kind of see the glass that's been set into it. You do see a little bit of scrolling on said case, kind of around the edges and the area. From
Okay.
there, you can see numerous rings. There's about 20 to 25 different rings. Some of them set aside, relatively low cost. Some of them probably in the little bit pricey side. Then you can see three distinct rings that are extraordinarily fancy. Platinum silvered rings, brilliant gold, some with jewels encrusted, one that looks like it's in the shape of a ram. Um, so it's got a couple of uh, nice ones, and she kind of got me a little bit more concerned, but answers your question. You
I
can see that she's a little timid.
Does she point out what ring is his, or what in the box is his?
She's not point directly at it. She does a gesturing, um, sweeping motion with her arm, saying in this box.
And in that entire box are rings, or wait, or is the box in the box?
So you're in a like jewelry case. So she shows the jewelry casing, So it's got that glass siding paneling, couple of rings on little spokes, and there are 3 distinct rings on, essentially mannequin hands, being shown, and then that's all you can see. Um,
I
remember what
sh-
it looked like?
I shrug, caw, and walk outside.
Oh, we do
I follow
remember
the
what it
bug.
looked like. I couldn't. I didn't. So we know which ring is his.
Yes,
Okay.
you were told it was a platinum silver ring,
Mhm.
with a heart of a ruby on it,
Oh yeah,
um,
that's right. I remember that.
with beautiful scrolling around the sides.
Well, lady, we will go back to Themius and Fabius and tell him about the payment. Um, at what time today do you close?
He is now, um, a little bit weary.
I
You
mean,
can see visible lines of.
if you think about it, it's a reasonable question. We want to make sure that we get it today.
We, yeah, we
Oh,
want to make
oh
sure
no,
we get
okay.
today, and
I,
we
I
can tell them
misunderstood intent.
before the store closes.
Yeah.
Misunderstood intent. Oh, if you're able to be back by 7 o'clock ish, we should still be open. We close around that time when we all decide to go home. So
Is
that's
is that after sunset?
yes.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
And AJ, what time is it now?
Oh, let's do some remembering here. You guys did that early morning. You're probably going back and forth through the town. A couple hours there. You're probably pushing 2, 3 o'clock right now.
Okay. Well, in that case, we shall return at a different time.
Alrighty. Well, hope to see you again soon today. If not, let us know, and be sure that Fabius stops by. It'd be good to see him again. It's been too long.
Yes, of course.
All right.
I am going to walk out of the store.
Uh, when you walk out, I'm kicking rocks. I don't know what
And
else to
I'm
do with my
watching
feet.
him.
Brr.
I want to get out of earshot of the guards to the store.
You're able to easily head on out of the store and walk into the group with your friends. There's various villagers and city townsfolk walking around. Um, kind of busy. You got a couple of vendors trying to be like, "Oh, I got this over here. 2 gold for fresh bread. Fresh bread over here." I think it's a loud and noisy area
It's long
and
enough. We're going
atmosphere.
too far away. Okay. I'm gonna say, gentlemen, we have one of two options because we need to get this right. Option one is we find 120,000 gold, which will not be easy.
60. 660. He ate 60.
Oh, it's 60,000. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
because
that's
he
easier.
he already paid half.
Okay. We need to either find 60,000 gold, or we steal the ring.
Steal it.
I suggest we wait till after the store closes before stealing.
Oh, I see how this is going to end up.
I'm not super thrilled about the whole stealing and thing. Don't.
Well, in that case, where are we going to find 60,000 gold?
To acquire it somehow. It's 60,000. We didn't agree to make the payment.
No, we
To make
didn't.
the
But
delivery.
it doesn't seem like we're going to get that ring without the money.
Unless we steal it,
Correct.
which is what we should do. Unless the chicken has another plan.
Don't.
And the
I
paladin.
agree with our fellow friend. This is a bad course of action. There must be another option.
Well, we could look for Thabius, but I don't know where he would be.
Politician. Maybe in an embassy. Or in the ladies' court.
Allay. Oh, Allay?
Malay. Indeed. Let's proceed to the court and try and find this person.
Well, I guess that would be an okay place to start.
And then we can also tidy up whatever Isaac needs to do with Lady Alora at the same time, perhaps.
DM. Uh, uh, were we recently at like a police station?
You were near the military district, which kind of houses one of the main buildings of um, the Arms of Amon.
Mm. I kind of like
You have
rapidly hit Norvar, and I go, "Hey, Gregory. Hey, Gregory."
Again, I need to be reminded, how long have Toblin and I been around each other for?
I would say you probably found him. Let's say,
I think you had said last time like 2 or 3 months ago.
yeah, I was gonna say because it's been really recent since everything has fallen apart for you.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna know exactly what Toblin means. I'm gonna say, gentlemen, we need to go back to that military thing in the military district.
I never skip leg day.
And with haste.
Proceed to do squats.
Hmm.
Again, slapping his thigh. The thickest.
So I guess we're gonna go back to where we're at in the military district.
So you make your way back into the other part of town, into the military district. You pass through the main gates. Um, do you find yourself in the military district? A few core fields that are full of men going through drilling classes. I should say men and women. They are not exclusive. So you have
That's good.
Gotta be
uh,
well.
a few burly dwarves. You have a couple of Goliaths, but mostly human. You can see one half orc um, towards the back, a little bit smaller than a half orc than you'd normally expect, but the tusks are a dead giveaway.
Hmm.
Uh, Continuing on, there's a few other buildings nearby. Some seem to be a little bit bigger than everything around else around it. 3-story building, some 4-story. Um, Against the wall. You couple of streams going through the city. Anywhere in particular you guys wish to stop or look for?
Hey, Gregory. Hey, Gregory.
I forget who Gregory was. That was a blur for me.
Steve.
Uh, Gregory was the guy that they called over when they did the invasive mind thing,
Yeah.
and I just started screaming.
Yeah, the scribe.
Yeah.
Mm, so I guess we'd go to whatever building he would be in. I don't know. Would that be like a headquarters like building?
It's one of the kind of stations where the offices of some of the police officers are, where the interrogation room is, and some of that location. You guys can head back towards that.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that you guys do know of.
And we'll go there.
Yep. So you start your way over and heading off in that direction. Um, as you go by, you do notice a few people giving you guys direct looks, and may do something real quick. Where did that go? There it is. I need this. Not done. What's your passive perception?
Mine.
Nor. Yep. Actually,
11.
group check. 11. Okay. So yours is 11. I don't think any of your guys is higher than 15, right?
Is it passive wisdom? So like, is it your?
Perception would be wisdom. Yeah.
It's your wisdom number, right?
Uh, your passive is um
10 plus your wisdom
10,
modifier.
10 plus your wisdom. Yep.
Oh, okay. So it's 13.
I got a 10.
9.
Oh.
Just when I thought I was bad.
So none of you guys seem to notice much. People walking by, a couple people glancing over at you, but nothing out of the ordinary. A couple minutes later, you guys do make it to the building that you were once interrogated at, which does seem to be um, a small courthouse of some kind, mostly for um, police station side of things, where you do have a couple interrogation rooms, and you have a couple of offices where the officers congregate. A beautiful front hall with a couple of people working on the front desk, and doors leading into other rooms into the precinct that you've not been behind.
Are we
What would you
inside
like to
this
do?
building yet, or no?
I assume that's where you wanted to go. You guys want to be inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you're inside.
As loud as I can. Hey, Gregory. Hey,
Uh,
Gregory. And then I pull out my hairy elastic ball and sit on the ground.
during that time, yes, hello, hello.
Oh yes, Mr. Gregory. Um, you might remember us from a day or two ago.
Oh yes, yes, you were the ones that were attacked recently by, I believe it was the redhead bandit.
Yes, that sounds about right.
One goat.
I don't know what he means. Anyway, what are you doing back here? Do we need to get you an officer to assign to a case?
Red-haired lady with clasps. Killed many. One goat.
You killed a goat? I'm
I just.
what? The guy slowly kind of tilts his head and like cocks his eye, raises an eyebrow at you, like really whimsically confused.
I'm gonna draw back Gregory's attention and be like, "That's neither here nor there." Gregory, we're looking for a man, and we were wondering if maybe you might have information on him, or know someone who might.
You looking to file a missing persons or something?
Um, perhaps.
All right. Is there a specific agent that we can get for you? Again,
Well,
I work more of the desk stuff. I don't do much, but I am going to be assigned to a case relatively soon. I do have to go uh, perform another interview, if you will.
Steve.
I don't know if we necessarily need an agent, although I guess, well, maybe. We're trying to look for Thabius Copperfeld.
Oh, Octavius. Yes, yes. Everyone knows about him. He's one of our tried and true politicians out here, helping establish better relations with that of the fort of Daxio, up to the north. He left quite some time ago, and we haven't uh, received any word about him in a while. But it's not often that we do. But that was the last we heard about him. It's always nice when they throw these grand galas. They have the best cocktail food you've ever had.
I would imagine.
Yes. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Hold on, I'm trying to think.
Fort of Daxio, where?
Oh, it's but to the north. If you take the main trade road, you could probably get there in about a week or so. If you're taking horses or a cart, you could probably cut that time in half.
Hmm. Well, I thank you for your help. Do you might know where Thavius's residence might be?
Oh yes, well, he's with a lot of the upper elite. He's up in the Cloud Top district.
Okay, we may have a package to drop off for him later, and we just want to make sure that it gets to the right place.
Oh, definitely, definitely. After all, you guys are the Bareknuckle Couriers, right?
Of course.
That's still such an interesting name.
I'm
Still
gonna
can't
I'm gonna poke Ivan and be like, Alora.
Isaac?
I said Ivan.
Ivan?
Yeah,
I don't think we have an Ivan.
I thought you did.
Isaac.
Oh, Isaac. Okay, yeah,
He's
Isaac.
not even there.
It's right here, man.
What an idiot!
Where is Isaac anyway?
He went off on another mission.
I was still investigating the other half of the crime scene.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You were.
I wanted to take what
thought-
notes I could and
I thought we all
examine
met
the
up.
area more before I went to see Elora.
I thought we all met up.
I thought you were as a group.
Yeah,
I
and
thought
then-
you would stick with them.
And then Isaac wanted to go off on his own way.
No,
Yeah.
I said I wanted to stay there and see what evidence I could find there before it was trampled even further.
No, you were going off and doing your own errand while the rest of us were doing mine.
Yes.
All right, then
And then we were going to meet up at Elora's.
I'm jabbing Torla and I'm saying Alora, Alora.
Yes, feathered friend, what's up?
Alora, Alora.
Oh, that's right. We do have a contact in the cloud top, Lady Alora. She might be able to help us find him, if we can even get in to talk to her.
Well, Gregory, I thank you for your assistance. We must be going now.
Oh yes, yes. Let me know if you hear from old Thabius. It'd be good to see that old kook.
Yes, of course.
Have a good one.
You as well.
Farewell.
Avitasen.
Alright, we're gonna, since Isaac wants to go to see Laura, I guess we will meet up with Isaac then.
Okay then, so the meanwhile segment?
Meanwhile, so after your friends had left, you had been casing the scene for another 30-40 minutes. Want to go ahead and roll me an investigation check with advantage?
Yes. With advantage.
Yep, you have a few people that are working with you as
Alright.
that are trying to help.
With advantage, does that mean I roll twice and take the higher of the two?
Yes. How neat. Yes.
Thank you. So 15.
Okay, so as you're casing around the area where the body was found, you do see splatters of blood and a kind of arcing pattern throughout where the body was located. Or, sorry, not arcing, but a linear, smooth pattern, um, typically indicating that the body was moved, potentially dragged. Um, what's kind of startling to you is there doesn't seem to be uh, a decent color to the blood. It does seem like it's been there for quite a while. And the location of where it happened almost looks like it was pushed through into the grates.
Hmm.
And the grates, mind you, aren't super large. They're just large enough that a grown man can't easily squeeze through them, and there are hatches and doors nearby. But you
Right.
notice that near where the hatch was, there are drag marks.
Okay. Hmm.
It's pretty much where your investigation led you in that area, just kind of casing it, and
Okay. Okay.
don't see any weapons. Uh, you are getting the eye of a couple of villagers that are kind of confused as why their normal walk path through the backside of the city had been cut off from them. So they're curious, as a few of the Everlight are trying to keep people away.
Okay then. So, and this is me sort of talking out loud here just to get a good gauge as to what's going on here. There's no evidence here to disavow the idea of a werewolf attack at this point. Everything indicated to this is definitely something, somebody. Yes, it's much more somebody than something. Who could I talk to learn more about our dead priestess?
You more than welcome to talk to some of the Everlight that are there. I know you asked a few questions over her body when you're in the Temple of Melora, as they brought her body over there for inspection and some cleaning rites.
I will grab the nearest one of her order then and start asking questions about her. What do we know? Was it normal for her to be out at night? The basics to get an idea of who she was, at least in the broad strokes.
So you find one of the nearby Everlight that are helping keep the area clear and free of civilians walking through. From that point on, you head over and start chatting her up. Just to make sure I don't double up on this, Toblin, I never gave a name, correct?
For what?
For the person that was killed?
I don't know how hard of. I think I spaced out when you were doing that because I wasn't actually
You did
present.
not give a name to the priestess because I was only talking to the priestess of the other order at the time who did not know her personally.
Yeah, and because I wasn't actually there, I wasn't taking notes.
Okay.
Sorry, Buckaroo. I mean, I feel like that's the safest way for me to do it. Is I mean, if I take notes for everything, then I'm basically just you.
So,
Just making sure that like I hadn't provided one already. I'm like, I don't think I did because I didn't tell
I,
you anything about her
I don't
last
think you
game.
I don't think you did it either. But like I said, I was spacing out because I wasn't actually there. I guess we'll find out if we go back and watch those videos, which you can absolutely do because they're on the channel. Brr, 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 brr.
Self promotion.
It's absolutely no shame.
So we really appreciate what you're doing here for Claire. Claire Claire Featherwin was one of our orders. She has been with us for the last 4 years, helping
I see.
helping and guiding lights around to be the best of themselves.
How did she work with many troubled individuals?
Oh, we are all troubled. So in a way you could say yes, but I wouldn't say anything that sticks out.
Of course. Did she regularly go out at night to attend to any business? Was there anything that would have brought her out in particular when this happened?
No, in fact, she left early for the day.
Hmm.
She was done around 3 o'clock, and we hadn't seen her. It was 3 o'clock yesterday that we last saw her.
Would she be the type of person to, if she had known somebody to need help them when she wasn't working?
Yes, definitely. She had such a kind heart.
And any family in the city?
Uh, you know that you asked, none that I could think of.
Okay.
I
Any
know she.
family that she regularly corresponded with?
Oh, she had a sister. Um, they were messaging pretty much back and forth for quite a while, but that's all I know.
All right. Thank you. Is there anybody who'd know her very well from your order?
Oh, I mean, we all try and keep to ourselves, but her closest friend, that was Kate, and she's, as you can assume, not handling this well.
Hmm.
She's back at the convent with the other sisters.
Would I be able to get in there and talk with them?
Oh, oh no. You're a boy, yes?
Clearly. I gesture at my
I can change that.
lack of any defining physical features that would say otherwise.
Yes, well, part of the temple rules is boys are not allowed into the dormitory section of the convent. There is a meeting room that you can meet her, but she would have to be up for it.
Of course.
And we had to be a sausage party.
Eventually we can change this, gentlemen. I'm working on it.
I'm so confused.
This is IRL Ryan talking.
I for sure thought it was.
I'm working on convincing my girlfriend to join us for D&D at some point. But
I for sure thought it was Isaac. He was like, "Look, I can turn into animals, and
I mean, theoretically, if I could find a cat, I could probably turn into a cat and slip in and slip out, but it would only work for a very brief amount of time.
If he was a changeling, he could do it.
mm.
At any rate, all right. Would you mind sending word that I'd like to speak with her when she's able? I think she might be of a great deal of help.
Sure, we can send a message over. It might be hard for her.
Certainly. Tell her to take her time. I know somebody in the city who I might be able to ask some questions of to perhaps gain a better understanding of the overall situation surrounding this gruesome scenario. So if she's not ready to speak this evening or even until tomorrow or the day after, do please no, there is no need to hurry, as it were.
How might we get a hold of you? Let you know she's ready to talk.
Um,
Tell them
does
what group
anyone in
you're
the
in.
order know how to skywrite? I'd be surprised if I couldn't see that.
Uh, it's a little bit dramatic for our
Fair
city.
enough.
It'd be kind of confusing to a bunch of people.
I'm ready to talk to
Quite
you
true.
now.
My name is Isaac. I'm going to visit with Alora and see if she can shed any light on this.
Come join me in my chamber.
Where you're call a locksmith.
uh,
All right. Is there's another spell I've heard of. You use a coil of copper wire and you talk into it, and it sends a message to somebody else as if it were, yeah, telepathically delivered.
I wonder what that
You-
spell's called.
You mean message?
Forgive me, sorry. I'm much more used to combat magic. And it's a bit of a deficiency in the otherwise.
Yes. There are ways that we can send messages without having to physically go there. But if you're going to be in that direction, we'll be sure to understand that and get a hold of you.
Of course, I'll be willing to check in as well, if that's all right. Waiting outside the convent, of course.
Definitely. Well, take this. This should help any of our order locate you if need be. And she hands a small symbol of the Everlight to you.
Thank you very much. I hope we can resolve this matter quickly, and perhaps without any further. What would a guard say? Mishap?
Don't? It's not what a guard say. It's what would you say?
No, that's me in character asking that because he's never been in this situation before. He's never volunteered to serve a murder before, and this is what he feels he's being called to do by being here at this point. So he's not used to the formalities. So he's literally saying as a character, awkwardly shuffling his feet like, am I being way too formal here?
It's okay as long as this doesn't happen again. We don't have to call it anything.
Fair enough. My apologies. I will work as quickly as I can.
Thank you. She puts a hand on your shoulder and softly says, Thank you, and may the Everlight guide you."
You get sobbing, so quiet.
I nod slightly and bow, and then I
She kind of giggles as you do.
and then I beat feet. It's time to get to see if I can speak with Alora again.
Alright. So you start heading towards the Cloud Top district and heading back where you once entered before. Takes you a little while, but it's kind of strange. As you're on your way there, you bump into some familiar faces. And beaks.
I didn't step on you, did I? I looked down over at our feathered friend. Okay. So, how'd it go? I'm guessing you don't have the item.
No.
I just kind of shake my head, because it's too much to repeat.
Well, if it comes down to something you have to steal, I kind of can't help with that.
Neither can I.
But if you're willing to help me figure out why a werewolf might be murdering people in this city, I could use your help with that.
Yeah, we could use some help finding about 60,000 gold.
60,000.
What a deal.
And
I mean, I've heard of
how?
artifacts worth that much, but we could slay a dragon or something. Sell all the parts.
Sorry, I
Take
wanted
the
to see
horde.
what 60,000 gold looked like on my character sheet.
Like,
Going back.
Isaac, the man from the Water Shari, is trying to picture that all of a sudden, and he's just like, I've never seen that kind of money. I don't know what it's like to carry that kind of cash.
It's
Probably
interesting
heavy.
to say the least.
I have no clue about that money either, because
Uh,
I'm a soldier.
I know how to work trades, but I mean, I've never
Come
seen
on.
more than maybe 1,000 gold in one sitting. 10,000.
It's much better in the form of a house or a circus tent.
Be a mansion for that much money.
Hmm.
Or a-
No. Beats Adobe huts, I suppose. I don't know. But yes, I'm on my way back to see Alora to see if she might be able to shed any light on what our best direction might be to take here.
What?
What of you?
Alora, Alora.
Well, we're hoping that maybe Alora can help us with our problem.
Cloud top.
But I imagine it will not come cheap.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, all right. Well, let's go.
And away we go.
101 reasons why I wished I was a rogue. Number
So,
two.
from so from here you go and after meeting with your group, start heading over to the Cloud Top district. The closer you get, you remember that there were a few guards watching the front gates into the upper Cloud Top district, where the upper echelon of Mon tend to live and live out their lives. Wait,
What? Andrew?
can you hear me?
Now I
Barely.
can.
You're cutting in and out.
Yep.
Yeah, you are kind of glitchy.
This any better?
Yes.
Well,
Can hear you now.
talk in a long sentence.
Okay, I will talk in a long sentence. Is this sentence long? I think it's long. I mean, who knows? Who can say?
That's a pretty long sentence. I didn't hear enough commas
It
in there.
works.
I would absolutely write you up for run-on sentences.
Sounds fair.
Check yourself for
Anyways.
punctuation.
Anyhow,
Um,
Hello?
sorry. Do I have to say everything over again from when I did the?
If you were like the guard was responding to me or something after we arrived, I didn't hear that, but I got the synopsis of the place where we had been. That I got. Then you cut out towards the end.
All right.
I heard nothing.
I heard Cloud Top District.
All right. So, just to quickly recap what I was mentioning before, you're at the front gates into the cloud top. You do remember that you were only allowed in after talk with the guard. This is, after all, where the upper echelon of the upper elite of Amon live and live out their lives. You tend to have to be well known to have access to this location or have a pass. Um, you guys arrive at the gate and they give you kind of a look, almost as expecting.
I wink.
Guard looks over and, "Oi, what can we do for you over here? What do you
Well,
need?"
We need to see Alora again.
Again, is it you guys that were here yesterday who dropped off some kind of package doohickey for her?
Yep.
Was there another one or something? I don't see you guys carrying anything.
Oh, hold on. I fish around in the pouches on my belt, and I pull out the emblem. There's sort of a crisis in the Temple District that they're trying to not terrify the city about. I need your help. I've been contracted to work with the orders down there to see what I can do.
That's a new one. That's a first. The guards aren't handling this.
Something about you guys had your hands tied up with larger issues in the city.
Yeah, mm, that does sound about right, but I don't know you're on the up and up.
You can run it by the orders down there yourselves, the Everlight, but they gave me the symbol here so that way I could more easily communicate with them.
Persuasion check.
AJ?
Did you say a number yet?
Oh! I didn't hear what you said. You cut out right before that, and I couldn't tell what check you wanted me to run. I was like, huh?
Jesus Christ.
I said a persuasion.
Persuasion, thank you.
Oh boy.
Oh, I bungled it.
How
Dog's trick
badly?
is to wondering why he's not letting me through just because I'm flashing the badge. I don't know what to say.
What did you roll?
I got a 1.
Oh.
That's why I just said what I said.
Oh dear God.
I'll come back and grab one of them.
Wait. I'm gonna cut in here and I'm gonna say, my dear guardsmen, we are here to see Laura because we are passing on information as well as collecting information. It is another form of delivery. It doesn't necessarily need to be a package.
After hearing Isaac kind of fall on his face a little bit and essentially get a little dumbstruck to why the governor's doing there, you hop in and kind of help smooth him over. And why don't you roll a persuasion check with disadvantage?
Disadvantage? Fuck.
He rolled the natural one, but the guy's kind of on edge.
Ha! 22. The other roll was a 26.
Wow, you're persuasive as hell.
I have a +7 for persuasion.
Oh dear heavens.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Yep. So, oh yes, you know what? Come to speak of it, we have been running into a few issues, and I will say, we'll let you in again, but keep this on the up and up. We'll send one guard with you, just making sure we're keeping the cloud top safe. But just why don't we get you guys a pass one of these days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It would be very helpful.
Might not be a bad idea.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll have to check in with the captain on that one, but go on in.
As I pass him, I go, "You seem like a fancy boy," and I just keep walking.
And you yourself look like a very interesting feathery boy, huh?
Yep.
So you make your way over to Alora's. On the takes a couple minutes to head over there, but you're in the cloud top, so it's beautiful buildings all across. High, tall. I was saying high and tall, so it was ta. It was Thai. Um, but you do have the 100-foot high walls surrounding the inner district. You get there no problem. There again is a tower. There is no door. How do you wish to present? Continue.
We're at Alora's door.
Well, the wall, at least.
I walk into it because last time I
Assuming
went
it will open just like last time.
last time I went to hit it and I fell through it. So I'm just gonna like walk beak first into the wall.
Roll me a percentile die.
Okay. Full 100 or just
Full 100.
Are we going to Diagon Alley?
89.
Wrong universe.
I just heard, are we going to die?
Oh, 89. So, as you walk in, you kind of hesitate just the last minute before putting full steam into it. And put your hand up and you feel a wall. So you save yourself from walking headstrong into a wall. It's a reflex.
Brrr.
I'm gonna
Seems,
walk up and give it a knock with my hand. So like,
All right. So you knock pretty heavily on the concrete, but as you do, it doesn't sound like concrete when you knock or stone. It sounds like wood.
Wait, what time is it? I'm curious.
It's 2 o'clock there. 4:30.
Okay. So we're not interrupting dinner yet.
Oh, yep, just mine. In IRL. But you go ahead and gonna sit there for a minute.
mm.
Then another minute passes.
So I knock again and say, Lady Ola, we would like a word, please.
Another minute passes.
Maybe she's not home.
I start singing the happy birthday with the fireworks. All like the sound is all wrapped up together.
Whatever floats your boat.
Another minute passes.
There might be a better way to get about this.
And then you hear the door seems to have opened from the inside. And as such, Lady Allura walks through the illusionary wall. Oh, it's you again. What brings you back to my establishment so soon?
Well, we need your help.
For
On
a
two
couple of
separate
things.
matters, it seems.
Well, I'm not sure how much help I can be. I barely know you, but I'll provide what insight I can. Do you need a lot of my time, or is this something I can answer right here for you?
Well, I might need a lot of your time, because I'm not sure how deep something goes.
Hey now.
But I'm not exactly sure what Noravar
Turn
needs.
star.
I hold out my feathery hand to like shake her hand and go, Thavius Copperfeld.
Who's that?
She reaches out and petitely grabs your hand. Well,
Wait,
it is
wait.
very nice to see you, little Fabius.
The
Are you
fuck?
looking for Big Fabius?
Ah.
Well, we are indeed.
What
Oh
the
well,
fuck? Petite leave me.
petitely.
It's a size. Petite is a size.
Yeah, but I think he meant like
It-
daintily.
it's like it's
Daintily.
daintily and gingerly is also what it means.
Yeah. You
She
dingus.
reaches out with an incredibly small hand.
Dingus.
Jingus.
It's like a parsec is also a unit of time, not just distance.
That was lied to me.
You're getting too smart for me.
Little man.
I have that line
Anyways.
still.
Oh well, he's been off up in Fort Daxio. Haven't heard from him in a while either. But he was helping secure a better alliance, as we have been hearing words of turmoil across the potential land. We think it is not but an upstart rebellion that will be probably quickly squandered. But we don't know when he'll be back.
Well, we were kind of put on an errand that he was not able to complete.
Interesting. Well, it might be something I can put in a good word for or help with, but we can figure it out. And then you might need a lot of time.
How much do you know about the recent string of murders?
Oh, are you talking about the unfortunate bodies?
Yes, another one was just added.
Oh dear. I
And I
don't know
show her the
much.
symbol of the Everlight. These are my current employers.
They employed you. Oh, I guess it makes sense. The guards do seem to have their handful with this issue with Daxio.
Yes.
But
One of their orders was his latest victim. I don't know much about the order or how things really work in this city. All that there seems to be known is that the bodies constantly show up near sewers, and my best guess is it's a werewolf. And I look
Werewolf,
around to make
you say?
sure like nobody's like listening in and going to freak out on me by saying that.
a werewolf, you say? Now that's a serious accusation. We haven't heard of lycanthropy in years. The last
That's
known,
why. Ooh,
Wow.
sorry.
yeah, our last known case was almost 100 years ago.
Right now.
That's why my concern is that it might be somebody who wandered into the city looking to cure it, rather than somebody who's actually doing this out of malicious intent.
Well,
If that's, it just seems odd. A string of civilians leading into the temple district, and then somebody who helps lost souls. I just don't really know where to start, especially if whomever this is dwelling in the sewers.
I think that'd be the best place to look. I mean, 100 years ago, the last place that they took the bodies was in the undercrypt, or the undercroft, as it once was known.
Oh,
That was once part of the network of the city sewer system, but that's old city. Has been since been abandoned.
officially.
Yes, officially.
Ooh-wee.
But that's where they were laid to rest for those who were expected of it, and It's where they were burned.
Interesting. Well, it certainly will make this interesting trying to figure it out.
Quite have your hands full, but that's about the extent of my knowledge. I don't know too much of the network. I just know it is there from my tenure in the city.
Is there a sort of a, I don't know, some sort of a master of works or something? Some kind of city
Someone who
official
would
who'd
know
be
the
able to tell me
underground?
more, or at least set me up with some kind of documentation?
Best bet would be probably doing research over at the Cobalt Reserve.
Cobalt Reserve.
Mhm.
All right. Whom would I see about getting in there?
Well, they do help the public. They let people in and read their books, but always attended by one of the scholars there. It is over in the um, erudite quarter, but you can go right in. Um, if they give you any trouble, let them know that Alora sent you, and they should be a little bit soft around the edges moving
Appreciate it.
forward. No problem. If it helps get this murder solved, always happy to help and keep the civilians safe. The citizens, excuse me, the citizens safe is what you would say.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I wasn't sure exactly how much you knew, so I wasn't sure if this would be a conversation we'd have to sit down for or not. I appreciate your time.
Yes, yes, it's about the extent of my knowledge, so I was happy to help. Let me know if there's anything extra peculiar, if you do come across anything werewolf-like. It might be interesting to study. I think our order might be interested to see what's going on.
Certainly.
Appreciate it.
I nudge Noravar and I'm like, the house.
Lady Allure, may you know the residency of Thabius?
Last place I visited with him was at a gala at his place down that ways. I think it's being taken care of by his servants. They're watching over it.
Okay.
It'd
And-
be 3 houses over to the left, and it's that tall one with the kind of. It's weird, but he did have a bunch of specialty materials brought in to make the design. He's got this beautiful patch of white stones that he has taken from the city of Whitestone and incorporated into the features of the city. It's quite beautiful. That would be his place.
Perfect. Well, I thank you so much for your help.
Happy to help.
Bye.
Now, if there's nothing else I can help you with, I will adjourn back to my quarters.
Of course. Thank
What's
you.
going on? Sights?
Good day.
Good day. She'll turn around and you can hear the door. Just as the door's about to close, a single yellow bouncy ball slips through the door and starts bouncing.
Can I catch it?
Roll a acrobatics check.
You bet your ass. You bet your ass. The second I said, can I catch it, I already had a dice in my hand, dude.
Oh,
That would be
boy.
12.
Easy enough. It's not going anywhere fast. It's slowly bouncing, and you instinctively head bounce with it and snatch it out of the air.
Yellow bouncy ball.
The knack collector.
I have so many oddities now. Oh, it's so good.
So, as you hold it in your hand, or I guess in your feathers,
It's a feathery hand.
you can almost hear, or you almost can feel a connection. It's weird, but at the same time, you open up your hand and look at it, and it kind of glints in your hand a little bit.
So like it's a
And
shiny.
then you hear, and then you hear in your head. It was great to see you again, little one. You and your friends seem like you might need help from time to time, so I'm gifting you this. It should allow you to send me a message once a day. Um, but it'll be nice to keep in contact. I hope you and your friends good luck on this potential quest of yours.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when he sends a message as a Kenku, can he still only repeat things, or is it like
Yeah.
mental?
Yep. Kenkus are cursed, man. They have no actual language of their own.
Did anyone else see the ball bounce out?
You definitely saw it, but it was definitely aimed at Toblin.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if anybody's not going to lose something, it's the bird with sticky fingers. I mean,
Well,
Indeed.
you guys just saw a bouncy ball. You didn't hear anything that was said. This was a message directly to Toblin himself.
Yeah.
she likes the bird. That's a good start.
I pocket this and I have this very birdy smile on my beak. And then one of you said something about sticky fingers, and I pull out the bottle of ale from like 4 episodes ago, and then I just kind of like tuck it back in my feathers, like.
Oh boy.
I pinch the bridge of my nose
I also
and
kind of
start
like
chuckling.
I kind of do like a small jump, and all you hear is gold just clanging together. You know that sound of keys, like a lot of keys on a key ring?
Yeah.
That jingly sound? That's me. That's the sound I make.
Okay.
So me between chuckling. Well, I don't think where I need to go will be open much longer, and as much as I am for staying up all night and trying to figure out what the bloody hell is going on, how about we go eat something? It's close enough for dinner by the time we'll figure out where to go, right?
I'm gonna point at Thabius's house.
We do need to make a stop there first.
Alright, let's go.
Make it quick.
Tommy starts rumbling loudly.
I imagine that your stomach grumbling sounds like a dog growling. Just like a big, like, mastiff, like.
A little Voron.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to
So
get.
we're gonna go to Thabius's house.
3 houses to the left. It's tall, weird, and made with special materials.
Light stone materials.
Yays. Hello, are you there?
You
Uh,
guys
I
can
can't hear a thing he's saying.
All right, you guys can kind of talk amongst yourselves and head over to the location. I'm just putting down some notes for myself for the
It
future.
is the bouncy ball. Is it is the spell message or is it send?
It's a it's sending.
Okay,
So it's 15 or 25 words.
got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, talk amongst yourselves. Don't. What are your guys' plans? Talk through what you want to do when you get there.
Okay, so I'm not going to be much use because I can't do much but fight. So the sooner we get to the werewolf case, the better.
We're going to go to Thabius's house. Let them
And then what?
know that we are delivering a package and that he needs to pay the rest of the money for the package.
60,000 gold.
Correct.
Now this is still fresh in your mind because it's still the same day.
Mm.
You know that the person that tasked you to take this was to steal it and give it to them.
I'm
They
well
want.
aware.
Okay, I see what you're playing at. Okay.
I'm well aware.
But anyways,
I would like to inflict the least amount of damage as possible, as I am not a rogue.
Yep.
I have to use my words and all my actions.
Oh, in combat, words are actions.
But anyways, so you guys do make your way over to the building, and as you walk up, it is just as she said. It's a very nice quarters. Definitely a politician's house. You can see stones worked into the masonry of the house to add an artistic flair of these shining white polished stones. There's almost a twinge of green left behind in them, but you go up and I assume knock on the door.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You knock on the door, and a couple seconds go by. Another minute goes by,
I caw
hear-
like a rooster.
and then you just hear, "Oh, oh boy, coming, almost there. 1 second, please. Oh boy, oh jeez, oh boy, oh." And then,
Please tell me I can hear this.
oh yeah, you can hear sounds of a man struggling to do something, and then all of a sudden you just hear shatter.
Oh dear.
Ow! Be there in a minute. Oh, okay, you got this. Kind of hear some scraping noises and kind of things moving around and shuffling, and a older gentleman proceeds. Oh, apologies. I really appreciate you for coming and stopping by. Are we expecting you? This man is middle-aged, kind of balding. Still has the hair on the side of the head, though, kind of keeping that like half halo that you see in old teachers and films and things like that. Kind of rocking the Homer style hair.
No pattern baldness.
Yep. And welcome to the it's not Fabius Estate, that's his first name. Copperfeld Estate. Um, is there anything we can do for you? As he's kind of casually kicking some debris out of sight from the door.
Hold on. I'm looking up something real quick.
I reach out my hand and say, Bareknuckle Couriers.
Oh, your courier service. What can we do? Do we get a package?
Well, we're working on it. We are trying to deliver a package, but unfortunately, Mr. Copperfield did not pay in full yet.
Oh well, that's interesting. He typically settles his accounts, and unless it's something he gets from Gilmore's, he's always trying to stay safe on the road.
I can understand that fully. Yes, we are picking up a package from Gilmore's for him. He did task us to pick it up, and he had told us that it was fully paid for.
Oh, that's interesting. Is he having it delivered to him straight um, to Daxio? Because normally he doesn't let us touch any of the funds. He'll actually take it and square it away with the owners himself.
Yes, it is kind of an emergency. I'm surprised he didn't tell you about the matter.
I, I maybe he did. Give me a second. Kind of scurries around into the house a little bit more, and you hear things, and he's oh, pulling away at things, throwing things around. You can hear metal crashing, glass bars. Oh shit! No, that's not it. No,
Did
no,
he did he like walk away from the door and the door's open?
it's mostly closed. He's kind of like closed it, but it's slightly ajar, like a little bit open.
I stick my
Um,
beak through the door. Mrrr.
Oh, one second. Oh boy. And then, there they are. You can hear him slide his hand across something, like swiping it, like when you put your hand on a desk and sliding something across.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "This should do. Let's look." Uh, Walks back, open the door, kind of kicks it open. Now that the space from the beak opened it up enough for him to catch it on his foot. He's like, okay, well, it might be one of these. And as you look at him, he turns around and has an armful of mail letters that have just been piling up and stacked. Like, we're talking hand by his hips and other hand just over his head worth of documents. Uh, he might have sent word in one of these, so I'll have to kind of pick through this and see if he gave authorization, because he'll have had to make some kind of bank reserve there, and I'll have to bring it to them in order to authorize payment. And why would he not send me a clear letter? Oh boy, I might have messed up here. Oh jeez.
uh,
Well, hold on. Where has he been anyway?
Well, he's been in Daxio.
Oh.
For how long?
A couple months now. He's been over there taking care of some diplomatic relations, but haven't had direct contact. Just kind of the general, being a good butler, keeping the house in order, taking care of everyone.
Is it ordinary for him to be gone for so long?
It depends on the trip. Sometimes he makes his way to Singorn and Kaimul. I mean, Kaimul, I once didn't see him for 3 or 4 months. He went on. I shouldn't be saying. I shouldn't be saying. Um, well, it's not unusual for him to be gone for extended times during diplomacy, but he typically stays here when he's not.
we did come from Daxia, which may be why you didn't get a letter yet. I'm sure we beat it here.
How did you not come from Daxio and be sent to to get something for him.
Well, we were sent to get something for him, but I guess he had sent the letter separately.
Uh, roll a deception check.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. I'm like, when is he gonna ask me for deception? That would be a 16.
All right. Hey. So this man is relatively a mess, and he's flipping through all the documents. He's like, it might just be here already. Because if you got a letter to get it, then it means that I should have gotten a letter. Because he wouldn't forget to send me. Because then he'd actually have the permissions. If he said it was all paid up, then it means I might have missed something. He's supposed to pay it up, and I'm oh jeez, oh boy. One second, and you could see him flipping through. Like he drops on the ground and just keeps throwing it over his shoulder, looking at the piece and seeing it's not from him. And
Question: is he throwing them like away from us, or is there like one relatively close to the ground that I can sleight of hand?
there's a pile in front of you that you could potentially slide a hand from, but all the ones he's looking at, he's pulling from the pile and throwing over his shoulder behind him, clear out of the way.
Damn. Is he looking straight down, or is he like if I snatched one over his head, would he notice?
So I guess it's kind of hard to not see what I'm doing when I don't have my camera on.
Yeah.
So he's essentially, let's say, oh boy, piles beneath him. He's nope, not that one. Nope, and just continuously.
I
Like-
just kind of, from the back, I just say, breathe.
Oh, but oh, he's gonna be so mad. Oh, okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Can I kind of like, I'm gonna point to one that he threw and make it seem like there were two stuck together. Be like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." Like he missed one.
What? What do you mean? Turns his head around and
I'm gonna sleight of hand one of the ones off the top.
go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
13.
Ooh.
I don't know about that one, bud.
He turns around just as you pick it up. He's like, "Oh, is that the one? Is that it?"
I hand it to him.
Nope, not that one either. Oh boy. It's
The
just kinda...
the ones that he's throwing, can I see like the writing on them clear enough to like piece together like how this person writes?
various different handwriting styles. A lot of it is addressed to this location, this house.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily seem to be the same person.
Okay.
So it's imagine medieval junk mail, as it
Yeah.
were.
Right. Right.
I wouldn't say you have clear enough view to study enough to pick up on the idiosyncrasies of the handwriting.
Okay.
But you can kind of glean that it's not all one person.
I'm gonna kind of like, because it would say that it's by Thabius, right?
Yes, the delivery from would say it's from Thabius, and it would have postage from Daxio.
All right. I'm just because this dude's tweaking right now. I'm gonna like sit on the ground and take like half the pile and put it in front of me and be like, "Bar," and then like look through it and help him try to find the Thabius one, or like something from Thabius.
Thank you. Oh
And
boy.
I'm just yeeting everything that isn't from Thabius until I can find like maybe one thing that is.
So you'll find in your stack 3 pieces of mail from Thabius, And in the remaining stack, as he goes through it in the next couple minutes, you'll find 2 things.
Okay.
So there's 5 things total. You help him sort out his panic. He's breathing slower, feels a little more calm, and kind of extends his hand, asking for the ones from Thabius. Which ones did you find?
I almost want to try like sleight of hand that I only give him 2, and I like hand the other one to Norvar, like it just kind of behind my back, just yeet.
Go for it. Roll sleight of hand.
Okay, come on. Which dice should I use, black or green? I'm gonna go big money, green.
Do I have to roll sleight of hand?
You can give him advantage by helping him.
Okay.
Are you actually kidding me? I rolled 13 twice.
13 even with modifiers?
Uh, yeah.
What
Okay.
if I roll sleight of hand to take the letter from him?
Well, he's the one doing it, so you just
Dang it.
be helping him out. That's why you were giving him advantage.
Fine.
But it's all good. He rolled a 5 plus 1. He doesn't even see it. He just accepts the 2 letters and thank you very much. Let me see if any of these, and you can see him just kind of tear open the top of it, open up the letter, and nope, that's not it. That's talking about what we're doing with certain design and decor that he's got sent over, and let's see this one.
Oh, wait.
This one is just about making sure everyone's paid on time. This one is nope, it's not it either.
Just saw it. Fuck. You're there.
After reading the 4th one that you've given him, out of the 5 that were totally there, just kind of drops his hands in defeat. It's just like none of these had the permissions to initiate payment.
Hold up. I have a question. DM question. For minor illusion, can I change how an object looks? Because it says you create a sound or image of an object within range that lasts for the duration.
Yes, you can adjust how things look, but with minor image, it's not a very clear or intricate illusion, as it is one of the lesser spells. What are you trying to do, or what are you thinking of doing?
I was gonna try and manipulate the letter that Toblin gave me to look like a permission for the ring.
That probably wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. It would have to be a different spell entirely.
You would need
Probably
something.
illusionary script.
Yeah, you need illusionary script or some kind of forgery kit.
Illusory script doesn't work either.
It doesn't. I don't
No,
know.
because for illusory script, I can write something, but I can only read it.
So
I
it's
don't
like
think that
you
would
put
be
the timing of it with
because I think he would need to read it.
Do you need a specific set of things to do forgery, or can you just, like, if you have a pen and paper, you can forge something?
You'd have to have a forgery kit. There is something that you can get to help forge. That would give proficiency to anyone that's doing it. Otherwise, you can do a straight roll for no proficiency.
Okay.
How about
I
Oh, wait,
I
never
give a
mind.
sigh of
Oh.
defeat, and I walk out.
I did have a spell that I didn't think I had. Hold on. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly for this spell, but
you go ahead and hand him there, and he just, well, thank you for trying to help, and I really appreciate it. Um, I guess he didn't send it, and have you already been over to the location? I guess you have. You knew there was missing payment, so maybe they got the letter, or no, they would have it. I don't know how I can help you.
Um, I want to cast suggestion.
No.
Wait, just
Hold on. At this point, Isaac is just kind of like, I don't like what's going on here. I'm gonna go.
I'm
And I
with
follow
Isaac because I was defeated. I
wait
felt
before I cast this. What time is it now? Probably like 5.
It's about 5 o'clock. Yeah.
I'm not gonna cast that. So. I am going to wait. Wait a minute. I want to look at all my spells first before I just let this go.
this is a question for the DM. Is well not is. Are forgery kits like something that are common? Like you can just go to the grocery store and be like, "Hey, I want to forge something." And they're like, "Here you go, sir."
No.
Damn.
I think you need certain connections.
It is something acquired through the more seedy underbelly of any location.
Okay.
It's not something that anyone would just be like broadcasting like, here we got the milk, we got the eggs, there's the forger's kit, there's the dagger kit, there's that.
Oh, come on, just this once.
Do you have?
I was looking at one more spell before I give up.
Mhm.
Oh,
Uh,
it should be earlier than this, by the way. Just as a, a blib.
Earlier? What do you mean?
I have city secrets, so we travel between any two locations in a city twice as fast. So if it would take us an hour, it would take us a half hour instead.
Mm,
don't ruin the timeline of my action.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like it can be 5 o'clock right now, but in the future, that
so going, yeah, going forward.
yeah, we'll put that in the back of
Well,
the head.
yeah, because like I try to make it make sense as if you're not trying to rush your whole team through the city, right? You're. That's the other thought, though. You're not heading through quickly. You're walking through the city. You have a full team with you, right? That you wouldn't necessarily push through, or would that be something where it's like, cut this corner, cut that corner, take all these secret pathways?
That's what it is. It's cutting corners and knowing how suburban areas work and how cities work, so that you can just kind of pass through it more quickly, and you understand like crowds and like what to miss, etc. So instead of like, oh, we're gonna go through this head-on traffic for like 20 minutes, it's I'm gonna totally skip this and go around it and cut the time in half.
Yeah, detect thoughts isn't gonna work either. Nah, I give up. I'm not gonna.
I've walked away.
Yeah.
So,
So, seemingly, everyone leaving the location and moving on. Um, you guys start making your way away from the things. Like, thank you again for your help. If he sends word, I'll be sure to reach out to. You called yourselves the Bareknuckle Couriers?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, well, I'll be sure to list that you visited, and I'll note the reason for your visit in our guest log, and I'll follow up with you if I get another message.
Very well. Beast.
I'm assuming there's still some light outside.
Yeah, you probably have about hour,
Okay.
hour and a half, maybe if you're lucky.
And we've walked away. He's closed the door, etc.
Yep.
I reach out my hand for the letter,
I give him the letter.
tear it open, open the letter, and study the hell out of it for like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right. So, looking at this letter, it is addressed to.
I do also kind of want to read the letter, like.
Oh brother.
So you're getting broad strokes on this one because I didn't type up a specific letter that I thought you were going to steal.
Aw, come on.
This is an entirely different plot than AJ probably counted us going around.
No, baby, you don't know that. I'm God.
I'm a DM too, my guy.
You have
So
failed.
uh, the letter does kind of go through the ins and outs of daily life in Daxio. You do notice it was dated a month and a half ago, so about probably from what everyone's been telling you, about 2 weeks into his travels there. Discusses some of the politics and some of the people he's working with. They were discussing on their plans to establish a secondary home there as well to almost create an embassy. The relations still seem to be a little heated. Does go on to say he's probably going to be there a little bit longer as he helps smooth things out. But assigning the house duties, letting him know, like, hey, just make sure XYZ's taken care of. Water the plants, take care of this. Gives pretty much a bulleted list of what he expects done
Yeah.
in the house. And then he goes on to put in the bottom, everyone's pay is as usual as normal. Deal with the bank, just make sure they pick up their cash from the bank on payday.
Got it.
So at the end it says, let me know if there is anything else going on at home that I should be aware of. If not, I look forward to heading back with haste and spending time with the family in Amon. Dearest Thabius. And it's not really a signature, more it is a scribble.
Yeah. A wiggly line.
And that's what we have.
Perfect. I jab at it and I go, ha 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 ha. Like, pointing a thumb at myself and just like giggling. Ha ha.
Oh dear.
Delicious.
So,
Seems to
it-
have something.
it was sealed in wax is one thing you also do notice.
Mhm.
So, but yeah.
Very nice.
I suggest we take our leave and go find an inn.
Okay.
I agree to this as well.
To sleep.
Can we go back to that shady inn? What was it called?
One
My
that
God.
you want to go out
The
of
debt's
the city.
debt's
the
respect.
I'm not going that far.
Okay.
You-
No.
We'll stay within the city.
We're trying someplace within the city.
I'm trying to come bearing gifts so I can get a forgery kit, guys.
Well, considering the
Oh,
time
that's right, you
frame,
can't
we might as well
use
just go somewhere, eat, and sleep.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, do you just make your way to the nearest inn, or do you want to go back to the one that you guys were at the last time, which was the? Ooh, that was.
88%.
I think we can leave Cloud Top.
Yes, you guys are definitely
Yeah.
escorted out of the cloud top.
I was just thinking like a Cloud Top inn is probably like 400 platinum a night.
I mean, you're welcome to check, and I can tell you.
And you'll just say 300
No.
platinum a night. And
Nope.
I'll be like, ooh, a steal.
I actually have what that would cost you, based off of where you are. Do 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 do. Oh, that's dungeons. That's dungeons. That's dungeons. That's dungeons. That's
Oh,
random
the
traps.
dragon.
More traps. There we go. Ah. You wish to know how much it is?
Sure.
No.
Just for the ha-has and the hee-hees.
uh, oh, that is maintenance costs. That is not. That would have been seemed a little higher than normal. I was like, it's gonna be this much. Oh no, no, it's not. It would be 20 gold a night
Yikes.
No.
Yeah, no, we're going
No
to that
way.
other inn.
per person.
Good God. No.
Yeah, we're going to a different inn.
Yeah, let's get out of the cloud top and then find an inn that's better within our budget.
All right.
Go do that.
So you head off into the next inn. All right. Which where's my inn list?
While we're walking, I don't know
Yep.
how I'm going to say this at all. Because I don't know how I'm going to say this. But I'm gonna do like gestures and just be like
Talking to your friends, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just hoping somebody was watching while I was just squawking to myself.
I was. I just don't want to like metagame interpret it.
So
I mean, you can interpret it as you see it.
yeah, interpret it as Norvard.
You want to rewrite the letter. So we'll need some sort of forgery kit.
I do the fireworks sound.
I feel like from my background, I should know where to get something like that.
You would know that the best place to get something in that regard would probably be from your contact at the Debt's Respite. If they have contacts with the city, getting to know them and kind of the seedy underbelly, that's where you'd be able to find it. It's not something you just go out in the street and do what you did last time and be like, I want something of unique. They have to know you. You have to be vetted, kind
Right.
of thing. Because that is some very hot merch.
Mm. Very nice. I'm walking with a pep in my step because I came up with a good idea.
Well, perhaps we should get food and drink first and come up with a better plan. Or at least thought out.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys have a timeline or no?
ASAP.
I see. Unfortunate. Okay, let's fight it in. Get some food, get some sleep. Because I really need it after going through those antics with you guys earlier.
Did we level up from all this talking?
I wish. 'Cause I could totally use it.
Negatory.
Butts.
God darn it.
I mean, you guys wanted to go this way. I thought you were gonna go one way. You didn't. The other
That's
ones
unfortunate.
I had.
Well, don't throw it
The
out. You
other-
could definitely use it at
Oh no,
different
no, no.
time.
The other 16 things I had as background potentials also didn't happen.
Oh boy.
I guess I have to have 30 things available for us.
You can never have enough.
Oh boy.
Yeah, do you want me to
No.
do you want me to send you my character sheet so you know the antics that I could get into?
I would like all of your character sheets so I can put it up right here on this wall so I can look and be like, yep, nope, okay, yep, nope, nope, yep, nope.
He's gonna do that, isn't he?
Okay, I can do that.
But
Well,
anyways,
or are
you
you
guys,
being sarcastic?
I was being sassy.
Okay, fair enough. I can't always tell.
Well,
But anyways, let's find an inn, get some grub, and then kick it for the night.
why don't you go ahead and roll me a D10? Anyone in the group?
Me. I choose to do it.
Oh, nuts.
9.
9. All right. So as you all are together, you're looking for a couple places to stay. Do you guys head in the erudite quarter? Do you guys head in the Abadar's Promenade? Is there anywhere in particular you guys want to go?
Whatever's closest to Gilmore's.
So that would be in Abadar's. So you'd be in Abadar's Promenade. From there, you do find an interesting looking inn. Something catches your eye, Toblin. It's an inn that has an interesting sign that catches your attention. It's very shiny. It is a bow a recurve bow that looks like it is splintering in the middle as it's being under tension, with the bowstring drawn back with 2 arrows knocked. The arrows are made of gold and bright and shiny, goldish material. And from there, it is seeming to be released as the 2 fingers are unknocked, and the arrows are starting to. They're kind of seeming like they're in motion from the design of the sculpture sign, and piercing a flagon together. One that's going right through the handle, kind of pinning it into itself, and then the other that is taking off the top of the flagon. The name of this inn is the Threatened Bow. Again, for everyone that wants to write it down, it is the Threatened Bow.
That's okay, I got it. I'm the only one who needs
got
it.
it.
Threatened.
Yep.
The threatened bow. Got it. So is this like a neon sign? Almost?
Well, it's you remember playing Skyrim, and you go to all the different places, and they have that like hanging sign, the wooden sign in front of the building, and kind of move. It's like one of those.
Gotcha.
So it is designed to be more of a cabaret style inn. So essentially that means there's a kind of a centralized area for greeting guests, putting on mini performances. Right now there are a group of musicians up there playing their instruments, kind of keeping things lively. The rest, there is areas for tables and seating that are easily moved around to help guide around the cabaret section when it is in show performance. back wall bar in an L shape, with an easy area for access in and out from behind the kitchen. Um, Over there, you've got about 10 or so tables, about 3 or 4 booths that are in the corners. Um, and then you have stairs going upward to a balcony that's overlooking the performance area that also has a couple of tables. And then some rooms and stuff in the back towards the top. Very lively, um, relatively full establishment as it's the afternoon. Everyone's getting a meal, getting a couple drinks in, talking about their day. You know, things you typically hear at a bar as you end your day.
Oh my god, I'm an asshole.
Well, I'm glad we figured that out now.
One of my features is by popular demand. And here we've been
Do
paying
it.
all this time.
You idiot. So, do your thing. Let's go.
So
Earn the money.
No, that's not the point of by popular demand. I'm gonna walk up to the innkeeper. And say, my good man, me and my cohorts wish to stay here tonight, but I was hoping that possibly if I could do some sort of performance for the folk here that we may stay for free.
I guess depends on your performance. What can you say that you're going to do for us over here that means so much to our clientele to encourage more spending?
Well, I'm in the knack of storytelling, tales of war.
Interesting. We haven't had that in a while. We've recently just been standing more towards the musical variety, if you know what I mean. So if it's something like that that you wish to do for us, by all means, I can put you on next if you prefer.
That would be splendid.
Can I assist him?
Depends. What are you gonna be doing since he's telling a story?
Isn't it obvious?
Oh no.
Is this going to be heckler deployment or pickpocket deployment?
No, not that obvious. I'm gonna be giving him sound effects. I'm gonna make the story fucking amazing.
He's gonna be a soundboard.
Okay. That's better.
Sure.
Yes.
You can roll together for performance, or you can give him advantage.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Do you want to give him
What-
advantage or
What's your
roll individually?
What's your performance bonus?
And you guys would
+7,
know
my
this.
guy.
Yours is +7. Mine's +5. So I could either. It doesn't matter to me. You pick.
What are the options?
It's I give you
or what?
advantage, or we both roll individually.
Oh, so then like you could roll really shit, and I could roll really good, and then it's or vice versa, and it's fucked.
Right.
It really depends. I would say since you're just accompanying his story, you'd be giving him advantage. You're not giving like your own input.
Yeah, let's do advantage.
All right, advantage.
Just because thinking about it, that's how it would be. It's not like you're going toe to toe doing like a violin solo or something like that.
Ha ha! Nat 20, baby.
So that's a 27.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's 27 with me.
So you set the mood after being called up. Is there any particular story you wish to regale them with, or do you would wish to just use one of the wild adventures of that you've heard across the land?
So I will say off word that I lied. I have no stories to tell, but I'm gonna tell a damn story anyway. So I tell them
So-
the story of the
So you just
beast,
tell him,
the beast of Orin, and how I slayed the beast of Orin.
alrighty.
Oh boy.
So you regale them with this thrilling tale. As you're going through and telling more and more, you're encouraging people to come closer and giving the performance of a lifetime. As this is going on, more and more people are pouring in, interested to hear this story, buying drinks for everyone, getting rounds going, and getting quiet when things get scary and something amazing happens. They're like, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, just it's wild. You give such a great performance that at the end of it, the bartender just looks over and it's just like, we've had some weird things coming about, but that's right there. That was damn beautiful. We would take you here any time. You can have a couple of rooms on me. Way to
Oh,
bring in the
that is-
business.
That is much obliged. Thank you.
No, thank you, and good work on slaying that beast. That is amazing.
I will
Really?
I will repeat the sound that I made when he slayed the beast. They're like, "Rah!"
Oh, that there's a great talent. Way to go. Oh boy. Can't wait to have you on again. Can we expect you tomorrow?
Perhaps it depends on how long we are here.
I will. You have today on us. If you give us a story like that tomorrow, might just give you tomorrow for free as well.
That sounds like a fair deal.
Alrighty. Well, I'll send up a little something extra for you, just as a token of appreciation on the house.
A bag with 60,000.
On the house.
It is a fine bottle of one of their finest whiskeys, and it also is a meal, fit enough for. I think there's 10. There's enough food for 10 people, even though there's only like 5 of you.
How nice.
Sweet.
Dinner tonight, breakfast tomorrow.
Well, it's 10 o'clock,
Okay.
boys. Do we want to end
Yeah, I
here?
think we wrap this up.
Let's.
Yeah, let's
Just
end
because.
Let's end here before shenanigans start.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, before that happens.
So
Just to,
we really curved all 16 of your backup plans?
yep. I will say, at this moment, as the night's wrapping up, you guys hear a scream in the distance,
Uh-oh.
like a, I can't do a good scream because I don't really have that kind of voice, but
Is it like male or
Mhm.
female?
you know, you can't really quite tell which one. It kind of sounds a little more female, but it's definitely of dire fright.
Hmm. Good.
But that's what you hear.
Do I know what direction it came from?
We shall deal with the response to such a thing
It was outside.
in the next session.
Yeah.
We'll find out more later.
Are we getting a long rest right now, or no?
Yes, this is gonna be a long rest, but we're ending the night. We're ending our D&D session.
Yeah, you silly
Mhm.
boy. It was a long rest after a long rest. You didn't
Yeah,
use
because I
any
still have
spells.
stuff to do before I go to sleep.
We haven't had a long
Yeah.
rest for like 3 sessions.
Yeah. So there's still time, but most of the group still has things to do. So you're not sleeping just yet.
Here, Jake, I'll do Song of Rest. Roll 1d6 for hit points. Or actually, I think I have to roll
Well, it's
1d6.
not even the hit points. I just have spell
What's the belly slots?
Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm down 8 hit points for some reason, so I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I need to get back my lay on hand points because you guys took those up.
I don't know what happened, but I'm all topped up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I don't do
I'm pretty good
anything.
right now.
You weren't there for this.
So during
What's
this little lull, you do kind of focus on the bouncy ball that you got, and kind of attune to it.
Cool.
And you do understand that it is an orb of sending, which gives you the ability to use the sending spell once a day.
Got it.
Cool.
So, anywho, I missed the game. I'm very sad, but I'll just watch the recorded one I have on my thing, and I gotta use the bathroom. I still can't believe you guys didn't do any of the things I expected.
Maybe next time.
I literally have no words.
Well, that's a problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans, nerds, and geeks, and possibly weebs of all ages, we have surprised our DM.
Yeah.
Surprise. But it just means
Wow.
I will be writing more and more, and I will make sure this never happens again.
Good luck
Oh,
with
yeah,
that, 'cause
right.
I don't
And
know.
I will make sure it does.
Dem's fighting words.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Tell me that you expected me to steal a letter so I could forge it.
Oh no, I expected it. As soon as you were at his house, and I knew he went over to get the paperwork after like hearing that you guys were assigned and that you guys got a letter, and then he's like, "Well, maybe I got a letter."
Well,
Literally,
But did you expect
he
that?
got letters.
Did you expect that when we were at the jewelry case?
No.
I kind of feel bad that we did not give our giant. Wait, what class is yours?
He's a sorcerer
multi-class
fighter.
now?
Yeah, I'm a sorcerer fighter.
I feel bad that we didn't give our madman sorcerer a chance to punch anybody in the face this week.
Well, we'll see what happens next session.
Oh, next
Oh,
session.
yeah, let's see what happens next week.
Good luck. Don't die.
I'm gonna need some help.
Don't we
Anyway,
all?
I'm gonna
What?
pop off. I got something to do at 10 exactly, and then tell them I'm gonna be late anyway because I got to drop kids off at the pool.
That's a little more information
Okay,
than
bye-bye.
stream needed, but good night, guys.
Yeah, you know, I'm kidding, but I thought it was funny. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh,
It
Uh,
was, but whew.
next week, same
Bye-bye,
time,
everyone.
Next week, same time, same place.
And
Same bad channel.
ouch, that hurt
That's
me.
just rough. Alright.
If you're watching this as a VOD, then feel free to catch us when we're live. It's 7 o'clock Thursdays. And if you missed this live, check the VOD. That's basically it.